In the days immediately following the war between the states, our great plains rumbled with the invasion of migrating hordes. Singly and in trains came the huge wagons peopled by adventurous pioneers seeking homelands in the New West. With them came their meager possessions, the seed from which new homes were to spring, new lives to be born. Ever onward, westward they trudged through a land fraught with hardship and misadventure. And by no means the least of these was the constant menace of the Indian. Though some watched passively the white man's coming, there was ever present a resentment of his intrusion into the land that was theirs by sacred heritage. And so the white man's coming brought fear of the loss of their great hunting ground, the plains and the mountains which had been theirs alone. Resentment flared into violence, for this they felt was a fight for their lands, their homes, their very existence. Even then, as now, man fought for the thing he loved, and the Indian was no different. And so the Western Plains became a great battleground, steeped in the blood of those who came only to peaceably find new homes, and those whom we called savages, because they sought to defend their own lands, even as men do today. Yes, they fought savagely, for they were a primitive people, and self-preservation is a primitive instinct. Born of a land of which one must fight to exist, the Indian turned upon the invader as his natural enemy, an enemy seeking to destroy him. By killing the white man, he saw the removal of the threat to his homeland, the land of his people. And now, more than 80 years later, the great buffalo herds have vanished from the Western Plain. For theirs, like the Indians, was a lost cause after the white man's coming. But the Indian still fights for existence, a passive fight, but no less a struggle. For the West is now the white man's land, and here great herds of cattle graze and cowboys ride.
There she be, boss. Grass clock close in a barber's trim. Injuns. Run their dod-gum, dod-blasted sheep over our land just like they owned it.
Why don't they stay on the reservation where they belong?
Well, Bentley tried to make him, but they grazed him right out. Didn't he tell you that's the reason he sold you this ranch?
No, he didn't. I thought I was getting a bargain.
Well, boss, it looks like you've been took.
Not yet, I haven't. Have the boys shift the herd to the south pasture.
If the Indians ain't beat us to it.
Where'll I find the chief of this tribe?
Long there? Here's Hogan's over there, about 3 miles, just off a Twin Fork trail.
Okay, I'll see you later. Chief Long Arrow?
Welcome.
I'm Gene Autry of the Barbee Ranch. I've come to complain...
Me, Joe Blue Eagle.
Glad to know you.
Hello.
Your sheep have been grazing on my property.
This, Rona, my grandson.
Hello.
No.
You've got to put a stop to this trespassing, Chief.
She's too merry.
Glad to see you. I'm warning you. Either keep your people off of my land or I'm going to the authorities.
She's one Mary. She's sick.
My medicine not strong enough to drive out the evil spirit.
Long Arrow, great chief. Great medicine man. But this woman needs a doctor.
White man speak truth.
It long way to town.
Take her to the trading post. I'll ride ahead and call a doctor.
Okay, broken arm. That'll be $8.65.
Only got $4.
How do you expect to get $8.65 worth of groceries for $4?
Maybe you'd like to sell this blanket.
No.
Blanket not for sale.
I'll give you $5, Lucy. Besides all these provisions here.
No.
Blanket very old. Belonged to my father's people. Many years. Blanket not for sale. I pay you rest of money in a few days. I sell my sheep.
How do I know you'd pay?
Broken arm always tell truth.
Okay.
That blanket's a museum piece. You know what it's worth, don't you?
Naturally. I've been trying to buy it for years.
I'll give you a couple of $100 for it, if you can get it.
Howdy, Autry. What can I do for you?
I'd like to use your phone.
Sure. Go right ahead. That'll be 2 bits.
2 bits. A little hard up for money, aren't you, Martin?
Well, Lacona. Long time no see.
Hello, operator. I'm calling the agency doctor. Would you hurry it up, please?
Half a pound of silver.
Sure. Glad to see you working again, Lacona. Always did say you were the finest silversmith on the reservation.
Hello, doctor's office? This is Gene Autry. Can you have the doc come out to the trading post right away? Joe Blue Eagle's Oneberry's sick. Fine. Thank you. Goodbye. If you aren't careful, you're going to lose that thumb, Martin.
This cash or credit? Well, looks like you're in the money.
But I had to go off the reservation to get it.
Tourist trade picking up. If you care to bring your stuff here, maybe I can sell it for you.
Perhaps you buy too cheap and sell too high.
That'll get her inside. Got someplace I can put her?
Hey, what's the idea of bringing her in here?
Can't leave her out there in the sun.
What's the matter with her anyway? Hey! She ain't got anything contagious, has she? Hey! That's my bed!
Doctor's on his way out.
Now, hold on, Autry. See here, you. I ain't run no free hospital for no Injun. You get her out or I'll break you. That's for the door.
That's for the sock on the jaw.
What were you trying to do, kill him?
Hardly.
Well, he's all right. Are you Gene Autry?
Yes, ma'am.
Where's one Mary?
Inside.
Good morning, Doctor.
Oh, good morning, Lacona.
Doctor?
Get my bag for me, will you? It's in the Jeep. Caneironokwa.
Whiskey, Udoka.
Please phone the Ridgeway Hospital. Ask them to send an ambulance.
Sure, Doc. Is it serious?
Malnutrition.
Malnutrition? Hold him, Frank. I thought I told you to leave that stock on the South Range.
What do you want him to do, starve?
That hasn't been grazed, too.
Boss, them Indians are living off the fat of your land.
Well, I put a stop to that. I'll forget it. Have the boys put them in the feedlots. We'll fatten them and ship them out. Okay, Frank.
Run them into the corral, boys. Boss, if you ain't careful, you're going to be head out of...
Hey, runner!
Why, the little horse thief. He's been staking that pony right under our very nose.
Certainly isn't ours. No brands on him.
No, honest, Sheriff, we just found him wandering around loose.
We'll ask Verona who he belongs to.
You might as well chase a jackrabbit as that little red imp.
Who's gonna chase him? I got a better idea. Indian tom-toms are drumming. Desert winds are a-humming. 10 little, 9 little, 8 little Indians, 7 little, 6 little, 5 little Indians, 4 little, 3 little, 2 little Indians, 1 little Indian boy. I know a good little, bad little Indian. When he's good, he's a good little Indian. And when he's bad, he's a bad little Indian. 1 little Indian boy. His eyes are black, his hair like a raven. He sits in the saddle like his dad. When he grows up, he'll be a big brave and make his mommy glad. I wonder if he's a good little Indian. I wonder if he's a bad little Indian. I got a hunch he's a good little Indian. 1 little Indian boy. Indian tom-toms are drumming. Desert winds are a-humming. Humming an Indian lullaby. But getting back to my Indian crony, a pity that he can't hear my song. Folks tell me he likes paint ponies. I guess they ain't far wrong. His eyes are black, his hair like a raven. He sits in the saddle like his dad. When he grows up, he'll be a big brave and make his mommy glad. 10 little, 9 little, 8 little Indians, 7 little, 6 little, 5 little Indians, 4 little, 3 little, 2 little Indians, 1 little Indian boy. I got a hunch he's a good little Indian, 1 little Indian boy. Say, Tom.
Huh?
Do you suppose Rona stole that pony?
Like as not.
Maybe it belongs to him. Maybe he brought him here to keep someone from stealing him. Or from selling him. But I couldn't let someone leave a horse like that around. That is, unless he was my friend.
Well, if he was your friend, he'd come in and break bread with you.
That's right. When my friend leaves his horse here, he will be cared for as my own.
Well, I'll be. Well, did you see that? Stole the food right off the table. Now, that's an Indian for you.
Where'd you get them?
From my friend Gene Autry. He's the new owner of the Barbie.
Hello, Doc.
Thinking of going to school, Mr. Autry?
Having trouble?
I got this far and the engine died.
Don't those kids have enough to eat?
They don't get much at home.
Turn it over, will you? I thought Indians were wards of the government.
They are, but Washington's a long way off.
Condenser must be burned out.
The condenser? Oh, dear. Every time I have a lot of calls to make, this thing won't work. What am I going to do now?
That's easy if you don't mind riding double.
I don't. You don't mind waiting. I have to inoculate the children. There's been an epidemic of whooping cough. Oh, my bag.
I'll get it.
Thanks. It's in the...
I know. It's in the Jeep.
My country, 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. Land where thy fathers died, land of the pilgrim's pride, from every mountainside, let freedom reign. Our fathers, God to thee, author of liberty, to thee we sing. Lord, may our land be bright, with freedom's holy light. Protect us by thy might, great God our King.
That was fine, children. Just fine.
Dr. Nan, how nice to see you.
Nice to see you, Miss Summers.
I haven't told them about the inoculation.
Here's your bag, Doc.
Jigger!
Hey, kids! Hey, kids! Hey, kids, quiet! Quiet down! Who wants to earn $1? If you're gonna yell, you want to learn to yell out loud. Come here. Come on, I won't hurt you. I'll give $1 to the one that can yell the loudest. Hold it! I can't tell that way. I'll have to try you out one at a time. In the next room. All right, who'll be first?
I thought you said...
I did. This is part of the game. If those other kids knew the doc was going to inoculate them, they'd run like a jackrabbit.
I wouldn't run. I'm the grandson of a chief.
Of course you would. That's why Gene picked you to be first. Roll up your sleeve.
Why, it don't hurt you to get stuck with a little old needle.
Well, you won't get whooping cough anyway.
Now yell. All right, who wants to be next? If you put your other arm around me, you can hold on better.
Like that?
Yeah, like that. Not bad riding double, is it, Doc?
The name is Nan.
Still not bad.
my last stop. I'll be in here for quite a while, so you needn't wait.
Well, I don't mind.
I can get home from here. And thanks, Mr. Autry. You're a very good assistant.
The name is Gene.
You're still a very good assistant. Oh, would you mind dropping this off at Broken Arm's place for me? It's medicine for their little boy.
I'll be glad to. Nan? What's going on here, Broken Arm?
This engine's making trouble.
These men, they want to take my sheep.
We're from the agency. We got orders to cut down on the stock.
They cut down already. Last year, I got 50 sheep. Now I only got 20. See, I got permit. 20 sheep, all right.
Orders is orders. Joe, get those sheep out of there.
Just a minute. I'd like to see your identification.
You aiming to argue with the government?
The citizens of the United States are the government. Your identifications.
Yeah. Sure. Sure.
You don't take my sheep! Don't take my sheep! No, don't take my sheep!
You don't take my sheep!
Don't take my sheep!
Jose.
You don't take my sheep!
No, no!
You all right? All right. We know. These men claim they're Indian agents, Sheriff.
That's a matter for the agency. How about it, Henderson?
Never saw them before in my life.
We never claimed to be nothing.
We was minding our own affairs when Autry here shows up and starts a fight.
Just what were you doing on the reservation?
Well, we were out there and,
It's all right, Mr. Henderson. These men are working for me.
Hello, Martin.
Hi, Sheriff. The boys were buying wool.
Yeah, that's right.
We was buying wool.
Since when have you started trading in wool, Smiley?
Since the blankets got so dirty, I couldn't sell them. I aimed to wash the wool and give it back to the Indians to weave.
Well, Autry?
These men were trying to steal the sheep. Broken Arm will prove that.
An Indian will swear to anything. If he thinks he can get something out of it.
Now look here, Martin.
Hold it, Autry.
Who are you gonna believe? Him or me?
It's not a matter of belief, Smiley. It's a matter of proof. Anyway, this is under your jurisdiction, Henderson, not mine.
I'm afraid we can't hold them, Sheriff. But the next time you get a bright idea, Martin, you better take it up with me first.
I'll do that, Mr. Henderson. Okay, boys, I'll drive you back. Thanks, Sheriff.
I'm gonna do something about this, Sheriff. Hey, wait a minute. Maybe you don't know it, but Martin's cheating the Indians out of their eye teeth.
I wouldn't doubt it. But without some definite evidence, there's nothing to be done.
Nothing to be done? You could throw that crooked trader off the reservation.
Martin is under a $50,000 bond to the government. The only thing the agent can do is refer the matter to Washington.
I thought you were the agent.
No, I'm only his assistant. The agent's away on a month's vacation. But I'll be glad to take it up with him as soon as he gets back.
Oh, excuse me.
Well, Bob Collins.
Oh, hello, Gene. How are you?
Fine. Say, I've got a story for you.
Somebody kill somebody?
Well, in a way. A lot of Indians are starving to death. Why don't you tell the public what's happening on the reservation?
Gene. The boss says interest and the noble red man died with Geronimo. Sorry, Gene, but no can do. Well, be seeing you.
Congressman Lawrence speaking. Who? Gene Autry. Why, you old son of a gun. I haven't heard from you since... Incompetent? Who's incompetent? Martin? Oh, Smiley Martin. Well, who's he? Who's starving? Indians. Hold on, Gene. Congress isn't in session. But if you give me a report on conditions, I'll present it as soon as the House convenes.
All right, I'll give you a report that'll curl your hair.
Boss, what's the use of knocking yourself out to them Indians? They'll take everything you got and then steal the gold out of your back molars. I know 'em. You've got to look out for your own affairs.
I won't have anything to look out for unless to get this thing settled.
Agents say we overgraze land, take away most our sheep. In my father's day, all this belonged to us. Our flocks follow green grass and clear water. There was no reservation in which we must stay. It's hard for Indian to learn white man's way.
No sheep, no wool. No wool, no blanket. No blanket, no money.
They say plant corn, but we got no water. Corn not grow without water.
Well, Chief, long time no see. What can I do for you?
Got flour, corn?
Sure. You got money? Sorry, Chief, I can't give you any more credit.
I pay soon.
Rona, you got a nice little pony. Why don't you sell that?
If Grandfather want me to.
Pony not for sale.
Suit yourself.
If he's so hard up, why doesn't he sell that turquoise necklace?
It ain't his to sell. Watch me get that blanket.
What makes you so sure? She wouldn't sell it before.
She didn't have to then. They had sheep.
Good. Nothing like food to keep a person warm. What you want?
You buy?
Well, I don't know. It's pretty old. But seeing it's you, maybe we can make a deal.
Gene, this report is wonderful.
Maybe a few mistakes. I typed it myself.
Adequate appropriation, water for irrigation, schools. Why, it's perfect.
If that doesn't get some results, I'm going to start collecting me a few scalps.
Lucy, what are you doing without your blanket? Don't you know you can catch pneumonia? Gane ashire.
Isatska, Oshere, Sodon Hetzt, Martin.
Anything wrong?
She sold her blanket to Martin for $2 worth of groceries.
A few more hauls like this and they can have the reservation. You know, I've been thinking about the chief's necklace.
Well, you can stop thinking. That belongs to the tribe. It's like the crown jewels.
Handcraft. An antique. Original make. I wouldn't be a bit surprised with what that's worth more than all the other stuff put together. What'd happen if it just disappeared?
Disappeared? That'd be an awful fuss.
Can we help it? If some Indian has a grudge against the chief?
If we can get enough names on this petition, we can have Martin thrown off the reservation.
That shouldn't be difficult.
Well, you know he isn't going to give up without a fight.
He's not going to be able to do much fighting when he's out on his ear.
Well, the first move is to get the chief to call a council.
Rona.
Hello there, Rona. How are you?
I'm all right. Only my grandfather, he went away 2 days ago and hasn't come back.
2 days ago.
Did he say where he was going?
He was going to get colored sand for the sand pictures. I know the place.
Well, you run along, Rona. We'll find him.
telling how long he's been here.
He's been hit from behind. What's he feeling for?
The turquoise necklace. It's gone.
Was it valuable?
The chiefs of our tribe have worn it for 1,000 years.
We've got to get this man to a hospital.
They're Indian, all right. Where'd you find them?
Near where the chief was lying. I went back to do a little investigating.
Off Long Arrow's moccasins?
No, I checked with the hospital.
Showing this to the sheriff?
Not yet. I thought you might be able to give me a clue.
If they were handmade, I might. But this is commercial silver.
Gene, I'm so glad you're here.
From the way you were riding, so am I.
Hello, Nan.
Come inside.
What's up?
There's a warrant out for your arrest.
For me?
What for?
Martin told the sheriff that Lacona attacked Long Arrow.
Why?
Lacona will be chief if Long Arrow dies. But, Gene, Lacona was with us.
How long was the chief lying in that washdock?
About 2 hours. Lacona, what are you doing?
I don't want my friends to suspect me.
Wouldn't be in this mess now if you'd taken that engineering job that Henson offered you. I told you when you finished college that you shouldn't come back to the reservation.
I belonged with my people.
Guadalcanal?
Iwo Jima.
Where are you going?
To the sheriff.
You still belong with your people, Lacona. Giving yourself up now would be playing right into Martin's hands.
Are you suggesting that I run away?
That's right. Until we find out more than we know now, you won't get a fair shake with Martin in the picture.
Gene's right, Lacona. You wouldn't have a chance. And your people may need you more than ever now.
It's Martin and the sheriff. Get going.
You looking for trouble, too?
I'm sorry.
What are you looking for?
Well, I was thinking, Martin wears moccasins, too.
Martin and Bradley have gone into town. Luke and Joe are in the back room.
What if Lacona has an alibi?
He hasn't, or he wouldn't have run out on the sheriff.
It's too bad we couldn't have pinned this thing on Autry. He's the one who's given us real trouble.
But he didn't have a motive. You gotta be reasonable about these things, Fred.
Hey! What's the matter?
Turn up here, Fred.
It's Autry and the Indian.
Get the horses.
Leave me alone, leave me alone. Leave me alone.
It was your idea, and you're gonna see it through.
Go on, Gene, go on. Come on, swing up. You'll never make the ranch, Gene. We'll head for Sentinel Point. home, Champ. Go home.
They threw us off. They're holed up in the rocks back there. Come on.
They're coming back.
Up here.
Think we should make a run for it while we still have a chance?
I don't think we have a chance. This is the only shelter around here. We don't want to get caught off base. Moon will be down a little.
Better save your shells till you can see what you're shooting at.
We ain't in no hurry. It'll be daylight pretty soon.
Looks like we've got ourselves bottled up.
Hand isn't played out yet.
Look. I can get to him.
He's trying to get above us. Cover me.
on now. We've been look every place for you. We hear shots. You all right?
Yes, but he isn't. Easy, caño.
Dios.
Yato. Y was este.
Help! Help! Don't kill me!
No, it can't be.
Blue Eagle, you didn't.
Hair not stay on good.
Let me go.
It's a toupee.
God, I had nothing to do with it. Let me go.
God.
Sheriff, grab him. Autry and that Indian were robbing the store. We chased them, and they tried to shoot us down in cold blood.
That's a lie. Let me hit him just once.
Tom.
That guy needs killing. I'll hit him on the head and knock him bow-legged.
That's all right. Let the sheriff take care of it.
Boss, I told you these Indians are going to get you in trouble.
You better stick to your time.
The only good Indian is a dead one.
Couple of you boys go and pick up Martin.
What's that you were saying about Indians?
Did I say something?
Well, Autry, what's the story this time?
We've got the proof you want, Sheriff. Martin robbed Long Arrow of this.
Well,
I didn't think you had time to get rid of it.
Blue Eagle, better give this to your chief.
Hey, what's the idea?
Long Arrow is dead. Lacona chief now.
I didn't think Long Arrow was hurt that bad.
He wasn't. Doc said it was mostly exposure and malnutrition.
There's your story, and you're gonna write it. Here comes Santa Claus, here comes Santa Claus, right down Santa Claus Lane. Vixen and Blitzen and all his reindeers pulling on the reins. Bells are ringing, children singing, all is merry and bright. Hang your stockings and say your prayers, 'cause Santa Claus comes tonight. Here comes Santa Claus, here comes Santa Claus, right down Santa Claus Lane. He's got a bag that's filled with toys for boys and girls again. Hear those sleigh bells jingle, jangle, oh, what a beautiful sight. So jump in bed and cover your head, 'cause Santa Claus comes tonight.
This is your Santa Claus.
Hello, boys and girls. Hello, hello.
Here comes Santa Claus, right down Santa Claus Lane. He doesn't care if you're rich or poor, for
comes Santa Claus, here comes Santa Claus, right down Santa Claus Lane. He'll come around when chimes ring out, it's Christmas morn again. Peace on earth will come to all if we just follow the light. Let's give thanks to the Lord above, 'cause Santa Claus comes tonight.
Merry Christmas, everybody!
We've certainly missed you, Gene.
Boy, have I been covering territory.
We don't know how to thank you.
Don't try. I've had the time of my life.
Hello, Nan.
Hello, Gene. Gene, you don't know what this means to me. What you've done for my people. They are my people. My name isn't Nan, it's Nanusha. I'm half Indian.
I know. I knew that day you talked to Lucy on the road. Good luck, Lacona.